Welcome to Tabletop Battle Adventures, D-Day, 1000 hours, Turn 20. This is part 1. For the details, have to go back and watch the introduction video, which was the previous video. We're looking at Turn 10, held by the 6th Fallschirmjäger. One of the objectives. These two bridges leading into Turn 10, held by the 6th Fallschirmjäger, and our objectives. River Lock, also an objective held by the 6th Fallschirmjäger. It's open and flooding the green fields. Infantry advance, no run and no vehicles. Hedgerows block line of sight except for hedgerows along the walls, and they do not block line of sight. The 506th PIR positioned through the hedgerows, pushing toward the bridges in Carentan. The 1058 Grenadiers, a few of them are left fighting, and 6th Fallschirmjäger platoon is almost at full strength. And there's 2 armored units left in the fight for the 100th Panzer, and Sergeant Gerald's half-track's knocked out. First dice for this turn is the Germans, but we have an artillery strike to address first, which was called in by commander of the 506th, Colonel Sink, center screen. He called in an artillery strike on this bridge. 506 wants to knock out the bridges so that the armored reinforcements, one company from Panzer-Lehr Division, doesn't run right over the top of them and counterattack all the way to the beaches. There's Omaha Beach. The Germans defending the 916th Grenadiers, 1st and 2nd Platoon, have taken a pounding. The 88 knocked out in this bunker, and the Pack 40 knocked out in that bunker in the distance. Attacking Omaha Beach, the 116th Infantry, Company A, 1st Platoon, from the far left flank, all the way up to the draw. 2nd Rangers, Company C, 1st and 2nd Platoon, from the draw to the right flank. And the 743rd Tank Battalion, Company A, 1st and 2nd Platoon. The M4 with the dozer blade on the front is immobilized, and the turret's jammed thanks to the M4, the Sherman Crocodile flamethrower tank, foobarred and then friendly fired. Let's get over to the first dice. The artillery strike roll. Roll for the artillery strike. There it comes. D6 plus 6-inch area is going to be affected. 7 inches. Germans might get lucky. We got quite a few defenders here. There's 2 soldiers from 6th Fallschirmjäger's 1st section. 1st section leader, center screen. 1st section's LMG team. 3rd section assistant leader, and 2 more soldiers from 3rd section. We'll roll for the bridge first. Ooh, direct hit. We'll roll for the 3rd section assistant leader. And now the 1st section leader. And then there's these 2 soldiers from 3rd section. First, we'll address the direct hit on the bridge, which is amazing that Colonel Sink's artillery strike actually worked. So the bridge is going to take 3d6 damage. Nice. That is going to be 11 damage already. The bridge is 24 damage, so make it blow this bridge up, possibly. We'll see. The misses are going to be 2d6 and a scatter dice to see where the misses are going to end up. The bridge needs 13 more damage to be completely destroyed. Next up, these two soldiers. Let's see where the miss is going to end up at. Could hit the building and do some damage to the building. No damage. Next up, third section assistant leader. Barely missed the two soldiers here. Oh, before I forget, we'll go back to the third section assistant leader. He's going to take D3 pin, 1 pin marker, and these two soldiers, 2 pin markers. On this miss, the bridge actually did take a hit, not a direct hit, so we're going to roll 1d6 for damage because the center of the explosion was off the bridge, but the outer part of the bridge still would have taken some damage. 3 damage. That'll bring it up to 14. D3 pins for the first section leader. 3 pins. Let's see where the miss is going to land. Lands harmlessly on the bank of the river. Still productive. Hit the target twice, 1 direct. Right before we can get to the first dice, which is German, we have ambush roll-offs. U.S. Here in the hedgerows, the 506 3rd Squad Assistant Leader Sergeant Brandon is on ambush. Starting out. The rest of the 506 on this right flank. Not on ambush. And then Sergeant Caleb, center screen sniper, he's on ambush. Him and the 2nd Squad LMG team to his right, and the BAR soldier from 2nd Squad taking cover behind the knocked out half track. That's all of the forces in the center. They're in a firefight with some of the 1058 Grenadier soldiers that are on the 2nd floor of this farm building. There's a sniper from the 1058 in the center window, and the window on the right, 2nd floor, has the 3rd section LMG. One of 3rd section's LMGs. Over here on the left flank, the 506 1st Squad Assistant Leader is on ambush. Over on the Omaha Beach, 116th Infantry Sniper is on ambush. 116th other sniper on ambush. And 2nd Rangers 1st Platoon Sniper on ambush. 2nd Platoon Sniper has already been killed. I looked over the battlefields. I think the most pressing ambush is going to be the 506 1st Squad Assistant Leader. He'll spring his ambush. He's going to advance back along the hedgerow till he gets within 6 inches of the 506 Platoon Leader, 1st Lieutenant Corey, and he is spotted. And so, yeah, because the 1058 Grenadier 1st Section Leader, he moved forward, fired on him, and now the Puma will be able to fire on him as well. So we need to get out of that hedgerow and over here into the field. The sergeant moved a couple inches back. He's now within 6 inches to give an order to the 1st lieutenant and he'll give him an advance order. First lieutenant has 3 pin markers, and he has 2 morale for himself plus the sergeant's 1 morale. So he'll be testing at a 10 and under. He's good. Okay, so they advanced down. They picked up a grenade from the dead GI in between them. They're up to 5 grenades between the 3 of them now. Thought about throwing a grenade at the German soldier, but I'd have to keep a man in the hedgerow, which means he'd be spotted. So now they're hidden by this hedgerow. So the German soldier would have to climb into the hedgerow, and then he would be able to spot them again. But we've got the 1st Squad LMG team here, and 2nd MMG team with 2 soldiers still alive. First lieutenant is within 6 inches of the 2nd MMG team. Thought about having them ordered to run and get into between the hedgerow and the wall, but these 2 Germans from 6th Fallschirmjäger 3rd section in the hedgerow, they're hidden, so they would be able to see us. Yeah, then that may be pretty vulnerable. Plus this, I don't know what to do really. This Puma, we could assault the Puma. I don't have a bazooka over here. No bazooka. Bazooka man's way over there. So there won't be much help. Just calling an airstrike on the Puma. Probably be the best, but you have to do that on the fire order. I think we'll put them on ambush for now. 2nd MMG team, that is. There we go. Next ambush roll off. Reroll. Germans. Ambush options for the Germans. 1058th Grenadiers, 3rd Section Assistant Leader on the balcony. 6th Fallschirmjäger, 2nd Section LMG team. But I don't believe they have anyone they could fire upon. And I guess this soldier does here. He can fire on this direction. These soldiers are not hidden. The other option, see if I have line of sight using 6th Fallschirmjäger 1st Section LMG team here. There's also 6th Fallschirmjäger sniper, 2nd floor of this building. Window on the right. And then sniper, 2nd floor of this building, center window. There's 5 choices here, plus over at Omaha Beach. There's right here, 916th Grenadiers, 2nd Platoon, 3rd Section Leader. And in here there's 1st Platoon Sniper, 916th 1st Platoon Sniper. A lot of choices. Most critical. I'm going to go with the Sniper, 1058 Grenadiers. Again, he's in the 2nd floor of this building, center window. He's going to target the Sniper, Sergeant Caleb, who's also on ambush, looking for a 3. Misses. The 1058 Sniper is a sergeant. He's going to give an order dice to the platoon commander for the 1058, which is the 1st Lieutenant Kreutner. He's got a radio operator with him, and he's going to give him a fire order. The lieutenant is going to be able to give out 3 order dice. First order dice is going to go to the LMG gunner, third section LMG gunner, will receive a fire order, and the gunner is gonna fire on the second squad LMG team next to Sergeant Caleb. Which will be, he's a single small team, so 4s, and then hardcover 6s. So 5 shots, looking for 6s, and the second squad LMG team is not going to go down. They want to return fire. 5 shots, looking for 6s. The first lieutenant's second order dice is going to go to the third section LMG team on the balcony. They're going to receive a run order. They're going to run back into the building and take position in the window center screen. So that way they'll be able to help out on this left flank where the 506th has broken the Germans' defenses. Alright, they'll be ready to provide cover this next turn. Lieutenant Kreutner's third order dice, he's going to have his radio operator radio over to Sergeant Ronald in his half track. He's going to order him to he's got 2 pin markers left. I'm thinking a rally order. Let's get rid of those pins so we can help out. He's firing right now. If he passes the orders test, don't want to advance too far. There's the 506 flamethrower team right here. Plus we've got second bazooka gunner and third squad assistant leader Sergeant Brandon on ambush. So maybe even fall back a little further. Now I want to give him a rally order, so he'll be maybe pin. Well, he won't be pin free. We're getting flanked here by the second squad LMG team. Alright, first lieutenant's going to order Sergeant Ronald to fire. He's going to fire on this second bazooka gunner, try and take him out while he's in the open. First I have to take a orders test, and he is not within range of any. Well, he's a sergeant himself, so the 2 pin markers will only have effect of 1 pin marker. So order test 9 and under. Passes down to 1 pin marker. Turns out it's long range, so he's gonna fire his the MMG instead of the light AT gun. Turret's jammed anyways, but it just so happens that it's lined up. So he's gonna get 6 shots. It's gonna be 3s, pin marker 4s, long range 5s. Let's see, it'll be 3s, pin marker 4s, long range 5s, single man 6s. Okay, so got a chance. 6 shots, looking for 6s. Can he pull it off? He gets 1 hit. Soldier is a regular. He'll be dying on 5s and 6s, wounded on 4s. Oh, he takes a wound. How many turns till bazooka gunner bleeds out? 2 turns, near mortal wound. They'll be bleeding out 2 turns. Next ambush roll off. U.S. 3rd Squad Assistant Leader Sergeant Brandon's going to spring his ambush. He's going to advance, grab the wounded bazooka gunner, and drag him into the hedgerow. Sergeant Brandon going to give an order dice to 506 Commander Colonel Sink. Colonel Sink's going to receive a fire order. He's going to order Platoon Commander Captain Carey to he's going to give him a fire order. Captain Carey's going to call in artillery strike on the bridge for next turn. And Captain Carey will be only able to give, he won't be able to give out any orders because he's acting as a forward observer, calling in the artillery strike. Back to Colonel Sink. His second order dice is going to go to, he's going to have his radio operator radio over to the light mortar team, give them a fire order. Colonel Sink's going to order them to fire on Sergeant Ronald's half-track. Looking for a roll of 6. 2d6 and a scatter dice. Let's see where that mortar round is going to land. If you hit, the light mortar will be landing the next shot on a 5. I was searching for what other enemies Colonel Sink can see, and actually as I look through the buildings here, he can see the 6th Fallschirmjäger's 2nd Section LMG team in the attic. So he'll have his radio operator radio over to the medium mortar 506, and they will fire on the LMG team in the attic. Looking for a 6. Will they go down? No, because I want to be able to move their position if they're going to be taking mortar fire. So no, they're not going down. Woo! Miss. 2d6 and a scatter dice. The medium mortar team will be hitting on a 5 next turn. 2d6 and a scatter dice. May miss the building. It misses the buildings, no damage done. Colonel Sink's final order dice is going to go to M5 3-inch AT gun. They'll receive a fire order. They're going to open fire on the window on the right, 2nd floor of this building where the 6th Fallschirmjäger sniper is located. The sniper's on ambush, and he's probably going to open fire anyways. I think this is going to be on a 6 because you got a long range, and then it's beyond the normal allowed range for this weapon. A heavy AT is 72-inch range. Let me check that real quick. 72-inch range. Well, definitely over 72 inches. So we're going to allow the shot, though, because it'd be ridiculous if this weapon couldn't fire this far. And we're going to even call it a 5 instead of a 6 because it's such a direct shot, easy shot. All right, 5 up to land this hit. The sniper, he's not going to go down because he's going to get hit regardless. Oh, half the number of hits, though. No, he's going to miss. 5 up to hit. Uh-oh. This is the view from the top of from the roof. See straight down the road at the 3-inch AT. Oh wait, M5 3-inch AT, yeah. Direct hit. And the sniper, yes, was in that window. So it's going to be D3 pin. I run my heavy AT guns as a 3-inch HE. So this is going to be D3 pins, 2 pins, 2D6 hits, 10 hits, and that's 10 hits to the building as well. This building already had a -7, so it'll be up to -17 now. And the sniper's dead, but we'll roll a couple dice and officially kill him. Let's see if 2 dice is enough. Yeah, he's dead. Anything but a 1. Excellent shot. That was Colonel Sink's last order dice. As a colonel, we'll go by the major's 4 extra orders. So, what an excellent shot. Next ambush roll off. Germans. 916th Grenadiers, 2nd Platoon, 3rd Section Leader. He's going to spring his ambush. He's got a SMG, 2 shots. He's on a slightly elevated position. He's going to aim for the 2nd Rangers, 2nd Platoon, 1st Squad Leader, and a group of soldiers there with him. So he'll be hitting on 3s, long range 4s, and beyond range 6s. The U.S. forces will not, these soldiers will not go down. We got 1 hit. That's the 4th pin marker. These are regulars, and they'll be dying on 5-ups, wounded on 4s. Might be the end of the 1st Squad Leader. Let's see if we get to choose. Nope. 1st Squad Leader will need to take a morale check. And he's got a -4, but he's got a couple of assistant squad leaders nearby, plus his own. Looks like he'll be able to be testing at a 9 and under, despite the 4 pins. Passes. He's going to hold his position. The 3rd section leader is going to give out 1 order dice to the 3 soldiers from 916th Grenadiers 1st Platoon 2nd Section, and they have 2 SMGs and a rifle. They're going to open fire on the other 2 soldiers from 2nd Platoon 1st Squad, center screen. Gives them a fire order. There's a soldier with a rifle. He'll be hitting on 4s for long range. And that's it. First shot. Ooh, he misses. Then there's 2 soldiers with SMGs, and they'll be hitting on 3s, long range 4s, beyond range, so 6s. All misses. Next ambush roll off. US. I'm going to call it a night. In about 3 nights, be back down to continue the battle. And it'll be US ambush. We got a few more ambushes to get through. And then we'll get to that first German dice of this turn. Thanks for watching.